At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Nick Folk ready to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that is going to be good for a Steelers first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. They get in there for the stop. Damage limited to 8 yards. And that is good for a Pittsburgh first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
He rolls to his right. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off of that game.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Here's a design run. And they get about 5 on that first down as he's sent out of bounds. So 5 still to go now on 2nd.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front. Gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
And that's exactly what they needed to begin this game. Touchdown Steelers! Will Howard with his first NFL touchdown. Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-zip.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Penix to the air to start us off. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. He's hit, finally forced out of bounds after a gain of about 27 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Falcons first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working.
Jukes his way into space. He cuts it right. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown.
Ball carrier. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
It's all lined up. Falk ready to send this one flying. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
2nd down now. They need 7. Rodgers will look to throw. Has a man downfield. It's Pittman. Stop finally made, but well downfield. Picked up about 24 before it. That's going to give the Steelers the 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Shotgun handoff to Warren. That's good for a gain of 5. Behind Diablo there on the tackle.
That's some running over there, Kate, that's going to get some love from his coaches. Maybe some fist pounds, too. Nothing flashy. Just trust your keys, run behind your pads, and get what's there.
On 2nd down, Rodgers. Some heavy contacts here, and that's going to break things up. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. You draw it up for him. And he only gets a couple yards. They are well short. It's 4th down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
They pass on that long field goal. Would have been 55 yards. They're going for this. On 4th down, it's Rodgers. Gets this one to Freiermuth. And that's definitely going to do it. It's a 19-yard response facing that 4th down. That keeps this drive going.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Quick pass here into the hands of Pittman. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Complete to Michael Pittman. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of them on 2nd down. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. A pistol snap. Rodgers. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jeremy Bernard. His first career touchdown on his first career catch. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark because this one is up and through.
The score, Steelers 13, Falcons 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20.
35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Ball carrier.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, Robinson. There's the stop. Looks to be about 7 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Falcons. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Penix now to throw. He finds Dotson left side. He's going to be encouraged to that sideline. Gain of about 18. And that is good for an Atlanta 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
He's got London left side. Defense gets to him, shoves him out. Gain of about 16 before they did so. And that's going to be good for a Falcons 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Working inside the red zone. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And not in just yet. They stop him at the 2. That's going to bring up 1st and goal. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. And you want to get that century mark. That's a number that running backs are proud of. And stacking runs like that will sure help.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Penix looking to pass. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And there it is. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. Got one through the air now to match that rushing score from earlier. Falcon now to try the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they'll take the lead.
Falcons 14, Steelers 13.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This is a heater going deep into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. To the air with Penix. Brought in by Branch. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Falcon first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Throwing, Penix. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing a double coverage, odds are against you.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. They'll run the draw with Robinson. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
You want to talk about one position that really has left over the years? When you think of old school middle linebackers, the big physical guys that just stuffed holes, not anymore. These guys can run just about as well as anybody on the field. He showed it off creating that negative play.
So a tough 3rd down upcoming. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Steelers in the dime for this 3rd down. They go play action. Here's Penix. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And they're going to give up 8, but never a serious threat to surrender that first. The stop brings around 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there. Penix. Back to Pitts it goes. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
You go get me a first down on that last catch as a quarterback, I'm going to be looking for you again. This has been a solid connection on this drive.
2nd down coming from Penix. Finds his back. It's Robinson. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Gets this one to London. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down. Here's Robinson up the middle. We got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Staying with Robinson. And 2nd down only works out for a yard. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. And Nick's going to try to do it himself. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
There on the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. Jake Bailey in punt formation.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Penix to throw. This is a heater going deep. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. A give to Robinson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. And it brings
He had it for a moment, but a well-timed hit knocks it out. So quickly coming out of the locker room now, partner. This defense is forced to 4th down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
4th down, Penix. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play. And that is going to be good for a Steelers 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
From the red zone now. Has it at the back of the end zone, but the throw carries him out of bounds. It's incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, great chance to win.
And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Didn't get all they wanted out of that last play, so now they've got 3rd and 8. Warren quick on the draw. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, they sold it like it was a pass, and by they, I mean everybody involved at the line of scrimmage. Great job by that O-line, the quarterback, everyone making it look like a pass, and then a huge burst for a chunk run.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. To throw, Rodgers. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away. All right, so trailing right now, looking up at the scoreboard, Brock. Can't afford to be too picky, but it did look like getting rid of that football was the right call there.
Yeah, you live to play another day. Now, the key is you've got to take advantage of this day to come.
Warren here from the gun. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup. That moves him a little bit closer. 3rd and goal coming up.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown Steelers. DK Metcalf with his first of hopefully many more to come this season. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Drive begins here with Robinson. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one with that 2nd and 4. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Here's Penix. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And dial up the zone read on 1st and 10. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket now. They've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Throwing on 2nd, Penix. Over the middle and taken in by London. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Penix now. Quick slant into the hands of Pitts. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Complete to number 8, Kyle Pitts. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Inside the final minute of our 3rd quarter. Here's Robinson. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Again, it's Robinson. And this time he gets in for the Atlanta touchdown.
Ball carrier. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Here's Penix and the Falcons. They're looking to tack on 2 more.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point
This is caught. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
Falcons 20, Steelers 19.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. A handoff for Dowdle, running right. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Working on 2nd down. Rogers finds his back, Jalen Warren. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Last catch actually lost 2, so now it's 3rd and 12 here. Rodgers to throw. Oh, it's there, but he dropped it. A painful moment to break concentration. That forces 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
The kick is good.
That one right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
Steelers 19. Nick Folk to kick off for
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Fielded at the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. The inside give to Dowdle. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Here's Rodgers. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You'll often hear quarterback coaches, offensive coordinators tell a quarterback if they're even, they're leaving. I don't think that receiver ever got even. There was no leaving. The coverage was too good to back that one away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Rodgers set to pass. And to the ground it goes, so an incomplete pass brings us to 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the marker. And they're staying out there. They had to go for that one, Brock, and they find a way to convert. Well, that was no guarantee, Brock, and it's a call I don't think a lot of coaches would have the courage to make in that spot.
No, I think that's right, Kate, but you also typically know what you're going to get defensively, and that's man-to-man in those short yardage situations, either 3rd or 4th, and they take advantage of it.
On 1st down, Warren. He's on the move past the 15. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jaylen Warren on the board. That's his first of the season. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. All right, Brock, I'm just going to go there because I know a lot of their fans right now are thinking they only trail by a couple, but they have failed on a couple of 2-point tries. Maybe if they kicked a few times earlier in this game, that's what they're thinking, right?
Yeah, Captain Obvious. They could be tied and even leading this game right now.
Thank you. I'm wearing my Captain Obvious cap. And maybe some second guessing happening now on the sideline as well.
Yeah, now it leaves them in a position where they need to manufacture another score, and you just got limited opportunities remaining in this game.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Complete left side to Robinson. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up 2nd and short.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And downfield, and he finds London. Taken down finally to curtail the damage, but still 22 yards on that pickup. And it's going to be first down Falcons. All set to go now from the 35. Throwing Penix. Throwing deep here for the end zone. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
There isn't a skill position player that doesn't hurt. It stings when you drop a pass, but you do it here in the 4th quarter. Boy, that's a double whammy.
Throwing on 2nd down, Penix. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to pay the price. It's T.J. Watt. Getting his first sack of the year here in Week 1.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
And he gets him 5. It's still way short of that line of gains. So here comes 4th down.
If it's first or second down, Kate, you don't really love giving up that many yards. But in that situation with a conservative offensive call, you do your job defensively.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4th. Here going play fake with Penix. Middle of the field, got his man, it's Pitts. And he's going to go down well short of where they needed him to get to. That decision to go for it on 4th does not pay off.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Setting up to pass. Caught in stride by Bernard. Space on the right. He's got room. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jeremy Bernard, the 2nd score of his NFL debut. Point after from Boswell, he's up and good. And they take a 5-point lead.
Next to score, Steelers 32, Falcons 27. Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Good news there is he got the ball out of his hands and did not take the sack. Bad news, he's got to collect himself, regroup after that big hit, and make sure they find a way to execute.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. A run here with Robinson. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
Robinson, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
He'll look to throw it. He's not going to be able to get rid of it, so they got to him. As Watt's got to him again. And that is a couple for him today.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Looking to throw it. He's got London left side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
1st down, Atlanta.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Here he is to throw. Schultz has it. Work in the middle. Running in the red zone. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute.
Complete to Zachariah Branch. Touchdown, Atlanta.
The extra point wouldn't do much for them, so they're going to go for 2 and try to make this a field goal game.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. The extra point wouldn't do much for them, so they're going to go for 2 and try to make this a field goal game. Here's Penix to throw. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. And he's into the end zone. Really smart call here in the 4th. Now a field goal would only tie this game.
Nick Polk to kick off.
It's all lined up. Polk ready to send this one flying. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Trying an inside give to Warren. They rally to him after a gain of about 7. That effort enough. They've got the 1st down. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Offense to the line for 1st down. Conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Rodgers will look to throw. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Now he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Now Rodgers. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. So now it's going to be third and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Throwing now. It's caught by Wilson. Some nice work here as he pushes forward for 20 plus the first. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. This a 54-yarder. And it's on its way and through. He hit it from deep. And in the final moments, they force overtime.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, well, things go a specific way in OT. The next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is our final snap in regulation. To the air with Penix. Now try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
What a season opener we're being treated to here, Brock, as the ball is teed up. Here we go in overtime. Here's a return from the 7. Things going well so far. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. First throw of overtime. We look underneath here. Robinson. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
An option gives to Robinson, and he couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. Third down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Their first drive of OT is on the ropes, Brock. It's 3rd and 5. Penix looking to pass. Gets this one to London. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that is good enough for Atlanta. First down.
And the Falcon first down.
Penix now to throw. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Penix. He's keeping it. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal. All right, so an important landmark crossed on that play. They're inside the red zone now, partner. Now, new overtime rules mean they can't win it with a touchdown, but more times than not, a touchdown does ensure they don't lose it on the next series either.
Yeah, and you do all this work, all this heavy lifting to get into the red zone, it's got to be a touchdown, and that's all you're thinking.
Connects in the end zone, but he's out of bounds. Ran out of space in the last moment, so no score yet. It's on first and goal.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Got to make this count as they come up on second down. Now we're on with Robinson. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. 4 yards on the pickup. They need another 4. Third and goal coming up.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult fourth down decision.
He gets it again. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up fourth and goal.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Nick Folk. A very short kick here from the right hand. It's good. The kick sails through. And the pressure now applied to that opposing sideline.
And this game isn't over yet officially, but when you see the time left on the clock, you've got to treat this attempt like a game winner. You just did, coming through in the moment of truth to put them up in overtime.
Fielded at the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Now it's his turn in overtime. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. Well, partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly a good start here today.
And I feel the time's a ways to go. stars in this team. Yeah, there's a pattern from the past, and it lives, it dies with me.